Good morning, my dear students. Welcome back once again in my class. How are you all? I hope you all are fine at your home. My dear students, in this video we are going to revise chapter 2 in computer. Your chapter 2 is computers, CPU and storage devices. We already have discussed this chapter in the previous video. Now here we are going to revise the topic one by one. First of all, we are going to discuss about the CPU tower and the components of the CPU. Second, processor, ALU, control unit. And the third one, we will discuss here about memory, RAM and ROM, that is random access memory and read only memory. And the last one, we will discuss in this video about secondary storage media and their uses. So let's start our revision. As we know that we have already studied about the CPU of computer and storage devices in the previous chapter, that is in chapter 1. Please go through the previous video of chapter 1. That will help you to continue the chapter 2. In this chapter, we shall know about more about them. Here, first of all, we are going to start the revision of CPU box. What is CPU box? The CPU box, also called CPU tower or CPU cabinet. You can see as shown on your screen picture of CPU, and the CPU cabinet is the case that contain all the main part of computer. As most of these are sensitive, we know that, and can damage easily. It provide protection and save it from dust. It has a fan to keep these parts cool because excess of heat could damage these parts. And all the parts of computer are connected to the CPU box using what? Using wires. So my dear student, you have to remember that first of all, CPU box is also called CPU tower or CPU cabinet too, and that contain all the main part of computer. As you know that this CPU is very sensitive and can get damaged easily. That is why it provides protection and save it from dust. So it has a fan that keep these parts cool. Why? Because excess of heat could damage these parts. And all the parts of the computers are connected to the CPU box using wires. Now this is all about the CPU box. Now we are going to discuss about central processing unit, that is CPU. So let's start. One of the most important part inside the computer is central processing unit, that is CPU. Don't get confused that what is CPU. The full form of CPU is central processing unit, and it is also called the brain of the computer. It controls all the operations of all the parts of the computer and perform all types of data processing operations. How you can see here, there are components of CPU given. What is that here? Memory or storage unit, control unit and arithmetic and logic unit, that is ALU. We know that how many here components of CPUs are memory or storage unit, control unit, ALU, that is arithmetic and logic unit. Here we know that CPU is also called the central processing unit. It is stand for central processing unit. It is called the brain of the computer. If the question is which part of the computer is the brain of the computer, then you don't be confused that central processing unit or CPU is the brain of the computer. Now it control all the operation part of the computer and perform all type of data processing operation. Okay, now come to the next one, memory or storage unit. We know that memory unit stores instructions, data and intermediate results. How? It supplies information to other unit of the computer when it requires. It affects speed, power and capability. Okay. Now here the functions of memory unit are given below. So we know that memory unit, it store all the data and the instructions required for computer, required for working of a computer. It store all the data and the instruction given for working of a computer. This is the first function. Now second function, it stores intermediate results of the processing done by the computer, and it stores the final results of processing before this results are sent to output device. And the last one, all input and output pass through the main memory. Okay, now what is main memory? It is also known as internal storage unit or main memory, or the primary storage memory of computer. We shall discuss about this in the next chapter. Okay, later in the chapter. So now the next one is control unit. Control unit manages the flow of information between all the parts of the computer but does not carry out any actual data processing operations. It is responsible for controlling the transfer of data and instructions among other units of a computer. So here you know that control unit manages the flow of information. How it manages? It manages information between all the parts of the computer but does not carry any actual data processing operation. It is responsible for controlling the transfer of data and instruction among other units of the computer, other unit of a computer. How? Here you can see the function of this unit, that control unit. First of all, it manages and coordinate all the unit of the computer. Second, it obtains the instruction from the memory, understand them and direct the operation of the computer. It communicates with input or output devices for transfer of data or result for information. So my dear students, this is the function of control unit. Go through this chapter once again, read it, the function of this unit, which is given on page number 20. Now the next topic is ALU. We know that ALU is stand for arithmetic and logic unit. Arithmetic and logic unit does all the mathematical calculations in a computer. This unit consists of two sections, namely arithmetic section and logic section. Now first one is arithmetic section. We know that we already discussed in the previous chapter that arithmetic section performs operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. This is the work of arithmetic section. Now the logic section performs operations such as comparing, selecting, matching and merging of data. How? Operations such as greater than, smaller than and equal to and so on are performed by this arithmetic and logic unit. Now next one about memory, RAM and ROM. We know that computer memory is the storage space in the computer where data to be processed and instructions required for processing as are stored, required for processing are stored. That is instructions. And memory is mainly of three types. How many parts? How many types? Three types: cache memory, primary memory, and secondary memory. Now, what is cache memory? Cache memory is very high speed memory which can speed up with CPU. It is used to hold these parts of data and program which are most frequently used by the CPU. So cache memory is very high speed memory and it can speed up with the CPU, and it is used to hold those part of data and program which are most frequently used by the CPU. Okay, now primary memory. Primary memory holds only those data and instructions on which the computer is currently working. The data and instruction required to be processed reside in the main memory, and main memory is divided into two categories, that is RAM and ROM. RAM means random access memory and it is used for storing data and program results. It is read and write memory. It is temporary memory which stored data until the machine is working. As soon as machine is switched off or there is no power, there is a power failure, then that data is erased. It is completely erased, and it is also called a volatile memory. Now ROM. ROM, read-only memory, can only be read but not written upon. So this type of memory is not volatile and the information is stored permanently in such memories during manufacture. You can see the difference between the RAM and ROM. Pictures are shown on 21 page number. Here the information is stored permanently in the ROM during manufacture, and the data remains in the memory even when the computer is switched off or there is a power failure. So this is all about the memory, that is RAM and ROM, and we have discussed in this video about the CPU box, central processing unit, and memory or storage unit, control unit, and about ALU and memory, RAM and ROM. So in this video we are discussed about this part, and in the next video we are going through the rest part of this chapter. So it's time for your homework. Your homework is put a tick on the correct option. So here question number 1 is, which of the following is not the part of a CPU? So here your correct answer is keyboard, and ROM is stand for read only memory. Question number 3, which is the circular piece of a plastic coated with magnetic material called, that is CD. Question number 4, controls the dash controls the flow of data through the LU, computer memory, and other part of a computer, that is ROM, that is read only memory. So my dear student, in the previous video we will discuss about the rest part of this chapter. We will continue our revision in the next video also. I'm going to stop here. Thank you so much. God bless you.